Hello, Tubies. It's Psychic Bob. It's so good to be with you. Well, welcome to Thursday. We're starting this seance a little late tonight because I had a meeting earlier of the Order of the Silver Star. That's the Wiccan group I run as the High Priest. How do you guys like my new Silver Star? Isn't that cool? That's going to go in my altar area for my Silver Star altar. Anyways, I thought you'd like to see that. I love the Silver Star. It's very magical. It is so good to have all of you here tonight. Well, welcome. Well, tonight we're going to gather and have a little seance and see what the spirit world has. And I'm so glad that you're here tonight. And I hope that wherever you are having a wonderful night. And I'm just glad you guys are here for us. So tonight we're going to hold an old style spiritualist seance. That's right. And this is where, we gather. Now, many of you know I came out of the spiritualist church tradition. And this is done in the spiritualist church, or at least it used to be, where we all gather and go to a medium's home. Sometimes we do it at the church. But a lot of times we'd have what we call home development circles, where we go and somebody would go into trance and the spirits would talk to us. So we're going to do an old style spiritualist seance tonight. And I am just really glad you guys are here. So we're going to have a wonderful time. As I said, I'm sorry we're starting a little later than usual, but looks like we got a lot of people. There's Amy Radcliffe's here. Yay, there's Baroness Colabobs is here, our moderator. There's Volcanic Guy, Sherry Dross. Hey, Sherry, good to see you. Kimmy's here. Yay. There's Volcanic Ice. There's Robert Stevens. Kenna Osborne's here. Lokers. Hello from the UK. Hello, Lokers. Welcome. Yay. Oh my gosh, it's so good to have all of you here. Amy says, it's almost Friday. I thought I missed it tonight. Like, dang, no. Psychic Bob's just running late. So I forgot to send out a notice. I've been so busy I hadn't had time to. I was actually going to put out a notice earlier and I got sidetracked from that. But I'm so glad you guys are here tonight. So we're going to open the channel. We're going to see what the spirit people have. I have to say it. I hate to even have to bring it up, but the donations, any donations you want to send my way tonight are really appreciated. It takes a lot of energy to do a seance, especially after a full day of work. I enjoyed doing it. I enjoyed being here with you, and your support makes all the difference in the world. So thank you for the donations you want to throw our way tonight. Okay. So thank you. Well, I'm going to settle down and go into trance. By the way, for those of you who are new who have never seen trance channeling, what happens is I relax. I go into an altered state of consciousness, and this allows the spirit people to temporarily, and this is the part you got to understand, temporarily overshadow me. And when they overshadow my consciousness, they take temporary control of my vocal cords and my body and my mind to speak. It is not possession, because somebody wrote me a letter the other week, said, I saw that sense, you got possessed. No, possession is when a spirit forcibly takes control. This is an agreement. I allow them to use my body. And at any point, I can ask them to leave. And it's a sharing of energy. It's not, it's not, what's what I say, possession in the traditional sense of the word. Okay. So anyways, thank you. Thank you for being here. You guys are great. Well, I'm going to bring down the lights here and I'm going to go into trance, and are we freezing up? Okay, I am getting I'm getting third-party interference. Will you log that for my legal counsel? Somebody's trying to hack me right now. Oh my God. Okay, we may have to cancel this tonight because I've got a third-party interference going on right now. I just got a notice that I'm being hacked. Well, we'll see. I'm going to report, Cole, make a log of this because my attorneys want to see this because we know who's doing it. And I'm probably going to publicly go public with this very soon. Okay. So we'll see. If the feed goes out tonight, we'll have to cancel the seance, but we're going to give it a try. Okay. So we're going to bring down the lights. I like to work in subdued lighting. Hold on. I work in the red. It's traditional in the spiritualist movement to work in the red light. Many mediums do it. I've always said that mediumship, like trance channeling, is the borderline between physical mediumship and mental mediumship. So that's why I like to work in softer lighting. I feel I get a deeper trance and a better channeling. So I'm just glad you guys are here. Welcome, welcome. If you have any problems with donations or anything, see Baroness Kolobobs tonight. She's got the wrench, the blue wrench. That means trolls will be cast down. Anybody's making problems. But if you want to make a donation or having some problems doing that, ask Baroness Kolobobs and she'll help you, okay? Thank you so very much. Well, I'm going to settle down and go into trance, so we'll see what happens. You know, I always tell people, I never know if anybody's going to come. We hope they'll show up, but we never know. But I thank all of you for being here and being open to the process. For those of you who are working on doing trance work, trance is a challenge for many of us because we have to really just let go of your perceptions of how things have to be. Let the spirit lead you. I would like all of you just to join with me, just relax a little bit and close your eyes if you want as we open the channel. Let's do an invocation. I forgot to do that. Mother, Father, God, we ask you to be present tonight. We ask you to open the door between the worlds. Let those spirit guides, loved ones, angels, and teachers come from the other side. I let them work through me now. I give permission through my guide Fletcher to regulate those who would come to speak to us tonight. They open the door, and may we all be blessed. So mote it be. So mote it be. Oh, greetings. This is Fletcher. Oh, I hope you can hear me out there. Give us just a moment. We've got to adjust the frequency in the medium's body. It's a little hyper here. He's got to settle down. We've got to calm his nervous system. Just a moment. Oh, there we go. I think we've settled in nicely. Oh, well, top of the day to all of you out there. It's so good to see all of you here. Well, we got to tell you, we're so proud of all of you for joining us tonight. You know, we've been sending out the call across the universe, saying all the people who want to be learning, be gathering with us. And those of you who have come here tonight, you might say, oh, I just saw a notice. It was a chance. But it weren't a chance. You heard our call. Something brought you here tonight. And we're so glad that you heard our call. It was really us who brought you here. Oh, you might say, well, that YouTube thing gave us a notice. But really, even before you got that, you heard the call. And that's what made you know to be here tonight. Oh, so we're so proud of all of you. For those of you here tonight, say, well, I don't know if I believe in spirits. Don't know. The very fact that you're hearing my voice means that you did hear our voice, and that the spirit world is coming over to help you, to guide you, to bless you, and to give you some insight tonight. We got a few people be wanting to speak tonight. So I'll be stepping from the medium's body. I'll be regulating the flow tonight. And we'll see you in just a little bit. This is Fletcher. Over and out. Good evening. Can you hear me? I hope we've established a solid connection. It's been a while since I've come to speak to some of you, but it is my pleasure to be here. Some of you know me. You have called upon me in the last few weeks. Some of you are saying, who is this man speaking? My name is Alfred, and I am God of this meeting. And I'm very thankful that he allows us to use his apparatus, his body, to come and speak to you. Many of you here tonight have been feeling the presence of the spirit world. There are many spirits drawing close to the earth now. There is time of trepidation upon the earth. There is much fear and rumors of war, rumors of destruction, rumors that it is the end of the world. Please put aside these thoughts. The world is not ending. You may feel that or fear it, but I can assure you that over in the spirit world there are councils meeting. We're watching the situations upon the earth. If you are in the sound of my voice tonight, know that you are under the protection of the spirit world. Our world keeps a close watch on the happenings of the earth. Left unchecked, the earth would go to its place of destruction. Fortunately, there are those of you who are the light workers on the earth. You must remember, if you are a light worker, to do your work. It is very dismaying to those of us who reside here in the realms of light when we see light workers abandon their calling. Some of you have said, oh, I can't be bothered to work. I can't be bothered. I must put it aside. This is the time when the people of the earth need you more than ever. Please do not be afraid to embrace your calling. Do not be afraid to call upon our world. If you have quit your profession, if you've quit your light work, do consider that it is our invitation to you directly from the spirit world to begin again. Some of you are Reiki healers. You've said, oh, I've given up on that. Didn't have enough clients. Begin again. We will draw to you those who are needing your help. As each of the light workers do the work, the consciousness of the earth shifts. Light begins to flow throughout humanity. Though in the moment you may not see the evidence of your work, in time it will be evident. These things are cumulative. One light worker makes a small bit of light. 2 light workers make a bit more. 100 light workers begin a real impact. All over the earth, there are those of you who have been called to the service of the spirit. Some of you are healers. Some of you are mediums. Some of you are magicians. It does not matter what your calling is, but if you have a calling, it is important that you heed it, that you heed the call of the spirit world, and that you embrace the reality that has been given to you, that you embrace the calling. If you feel that you have failed in your calling, know that we of the spirit do not judge you. We ask you to stand again, to begin again. Many of you have failed in your callings simply for lack of patience, and some of you forgetting where the power comes from. You are not the light. You are the vessel of the light. The light is greater than you. Those of us who dwell in the realm of light, we can guide you and assist you, but you must call upon us. Know that you have help from our world. If you do not know who we are, simply call to me. Say, Alfred, can you help me? I shall come to you, enliven and inspire you. I will put new ideas in your mind of how you may begin your journey. Do not abandon your calling. Those of you who have a calling, you must. We ask you now. It is urgent. From the realms of light we call you. Embrace your path. Begin again. Be renewed in your mind, your heart, your soul, and in your bodies. The spirit world will not ask of you more than give, but we will ask for your service and your dedication. And we have confidence. It was the spirit who initially called you to your paths. Though some of you want to say, oh, that was a long time ago. It does not matter, but it does matter. And for those of you who have the knowledge, begin again. If you have abandoned your calling, it is never too late, and there is no judgment from our world. We aim to support you, to love you, and to encourage you. So tonight I leave you with the thoughts. Begin again, and you will have our guidance and our blessing. The spirit world will help you. Let us call to us. We are here for all of you. Fletcher's asked me to step from the medium. There's others who wish to speak. You call upon me. My name is Alfred. Oh, this is Fletcher. Give us just a moment here. We've got to adjust the medium's frequency. There's a lot of electrical current in the air tonight. Oh, wait. I think we can put her. Hold on just a moment. Greetings, my dears. My name is Rose. I do hope you can hear me out there. You know, I was listening to the words of Alfred, and this man is speaking the truth. Do not be like I was. Do not wait until you come to the world of spirit to do your work. I bypassed much of my calling on the earth. I was vain and self-absorbed. Do not be as I was. Humble yourself and say, can I help my fellow man? Where is there suffering in the world? Can I bring a little light to the situation? If you will consider this, you will be on the path towards glory. You do not enter into the earth in a state of glory. You enter in as a simple spirit, trying to climb the mountains of light. If you will let us help you, then you will have blessing along the way. Do you know my neighbor Madge her name was Madge, lived near me. She was a spiritualist. Madge used to say to me, Rose, every day you're growing closer to God or further away from God. And I said to her, I don't know what you're speaking of, my dear. I go to church every Sunday. That's good enough. And she used to say to me, Rose, it is not about church. It is about your connection to the spirit, to God, if you will, or to infinite intelligence. And I used to say, I suppose I really don't understand all of that. And she said, Rose, open your heart. You're called to do some good in the world. And I said, well, I give money to the church. And she said, oh, yes, it's all good and well. But do give your heart to others. Do serve with love and kindness. She put a question to me one day. She said, I'm going to the hospice. There was a hospice place for people with cancer. And she said, I'm going to hospice today to visit with a dear lady who's going to soon pass. She said, would you like to join me and visit with her? I said, what? Hospice? No, I have no time for that. You know, just the mere mention of death sent me into panic. And I said, no, I think I'll skip visiting there today. No, thank you, my dear. And she said, Rose, you must let go of that fear of death. We will all die someday. I said, I don't want to discuss that, my dear. But you know, my dear, the truth is we're not eternal on this earth. I certainly was. And look, I'm speaking to her now from the spirit world through this medium. I never thought that I would leave the earth. I thought my family is very wealthy. We have all the power. I deceived myself to believe that I would live forever and that I could do whatever I wanted and it didn't matter. But my dears, it does matter. And she was right. Each day you're growing closer in the light or farther away. We invite all of you to embrace the light. Some of you are saying, but Rose, I don't think I'm good enough for that. Yeah, none of us are good enough. That's why we need the light. Let that light permeate your soul. You know, if I'd only gone with my neighbor Madge to visit that hospice, I might have had an awakening that day, but I didn't, much to my regret, my dears. I think back to my earthly life, and if I had invested even just a little inkling of time and energy, just a tiniest little bit, into doing good in the world, I think how much more further along I would be. Oh, it's true, my dears, that I work as a guide for this medium now. But to be honest, my dears, I don't know why he wants to stay with me at times. I think there are far more grand and glorious souls over here than I. That he has a fondness for me, a kindness and attachment, and I must say I do to him, for he rescued me from that realm of darkness. So, my dears, do not be foolish as I was. Begin today. It only takes a little effort. Be kind to a neighbor in need. Speak a word of goodness to those who are downtrodden. Maybe take a little food to a shelter that feeds the poor. A little act of kindness will bring a lot of light into your soul, but into the souls of those who you help. One act of kindness could save someone from despair. Since coming here to the spirit world, I've seen many souls who said to me, do you know, Rose, a person brought a can of soup when I had nothing, and it kept me alive for an entire year. Just that one act of kindness. I said, my dears, that's beautiful. And I thought back to my own life at the times I missed opportunities. So do not, my dears, I bid you from heaven. Don't forget to be kind and do a little good in the world. You never know how far it will go, not only for you, but for thousands of other souls who you will touch by your kindness. While I'm here, Fletcher says I may bring a message over. I wish to speak here to Amanda. My dear Amanda, are you here? Can you hear me tonight? My dear, I wish to let you know that I have been hearing your cries, and I know that you're still experiencing some struggle, my dear. But you will not be abandoned by our world. We come to help you, to protect you, and to guide you. Your children are being strengthened by the light. Your own light is a source of power for your entire family. And though you have those amongst you who are betrayers, they will never get the upper hand, my dear. And when it seems dark and the enemies are gathering, know that one beam of light from the spirit world can shatter all their plans. So we invite you, my dear, stay close to me. Stay close with all of us here in spirit. Archangel Michael is here and has a message for you as well. I will see if Fletcher can let him come through. Fletcher, can we bring him through? Hold on, my dear. We're going to adjust the frequency. We don't know that we can get him in, but we try. Amanda, I have come to let you know I stand guard. You have no need to fear. I come with a host of angels. My army in heaven is great. There are those who seek your destruction and the destruction of your family and children. Know that I come with my spear of power to stand guard over you and all that you love. Fear not, I am Michael. I come and ask that you will align yourself with the highest truth. Know that I will guide you into knowledge that will keep you safe. Call upon me, I am Michael. Oh, just a moment. We got to adjust the frequency here. That was a little intense on the medium. All right. Oh, Rose wants to say something else. Go on, dear. There we go, my dears. Can you hear me? I think I've attained the body again. So, dear Amanda, know that Michael is with you and I'm with you as well. That many of those of us who dwell in the realms of light will help you. Doris is here as well and wishes to bring a message over to you. Doris, will you come forward? That's right, my dear. Oh, I do hope I'm coming through. This is Doris. Listen, Amanda, got to tell you here, don't have no fear. You know, in my day, I stood up to the Nazis. They were bombing my neighborhood, and I saw great destruction. And I shook my fist in the air, and I said, well, go on, bomb away. You won't kill us now. And it's true, we lived. So I want to let you know, you're not alone, my dear, and call on me as well. My name is Doris. Yes, right. While I'm here, I've got to deliver another message also for all of you. I'm here, got a little message here for Nicola. My dear Nicola, I want you to know that I'm still with you and I'm working on that healing for you. I know that you've been through a lot here. We're going to help strengthen the eyes and heal them. And to know about your pain in the face and the pain in the body. Don't have no fear. You're doing very well, my dear, with your diet. And you're drinking the proper fluids. That's all good and well. But continue, my dear, to listen for my guidance. I'm going to help you with your family situation. But don't worry that you're doing it all on your own. Do you know, during the war years, I lost everything. They bombed all the houses around me. My own house was damaged. In the end, I said, well, what comes goes, what goes comes. And you know, in time, I got it all back. So have a little confidence, dear. Know that you're going to get back that which you lost. And I understand that you've been through a war yourself, dear. It's been a war for you. It has been. But you haven't lost, really. You only lose, my dear, if you give up. You know, we didn't give in to Hitler. That's why in the East End we made it through. We said, well, you might bomb our houses. You might take everything. But you can't break our spirits. And they did not break our spirits. So, dear, please have confidence and know that I'm with you and I love you very much. You're one of my special charges. Yes, you are. Your grandmother's over here and asking me to say hello. She said to throw in a hello for me. And she said she's with you as well. And she said, don't fear. She said your change and your growth is leading you down a path of goodness, my dear. For the others who wish to speak, I'm going to step back for a moment. Thank you. God bless you, my dear. Oh, hold on just a moment. We got to get Rose back in here. She's got something else to say. There we go. Can you all hear me out there? Oh, it's such a pleasure when Doris comes to visit. I do ever so much like her. Well, you know, while I'm here, I want to do a little address here to Robert Stevens. Robert, I want you to know that you have been noticed by the spirit world. You have a devotion to doing good in the world. And this sometimes makes you feel as if no one knows or cares. But I'm here today to tell you that Rose knows, and Doris is here, she knows, and Fletcher knows. There are many souls over here who are drawn to your light. Continue to be kind to those who you encounter. In your work, you have many people that come to you who are very distressed and anxious. Oh, they worry about their computers. They worry about their jobs. They worry about so many things. And I think that in your day, you take on more of their stresses than you realize. This is an act of service by being kind and being patient with them. And we wish to come tonight to tell you that those of us over here, we know, and you're not forgotten to us. You yourself feel overwhelmed. Do call on me. Say, Rose, come and hear me, and I shall be there with you. You will have a blessing. I thank you for receiving my message. Oh, yeah. Yes. All right, Fletcher. Yes, I shall. Hold on. Brianna, can you hear me? This is Rose, Lady Brie. I like to call you Brianna. I had a neighbor named Brianna. Yeah, coming here today to remind you, hold your head high. Do you know, like Doris, I went through the air raids of World War II. And let me tell you, my dear, we were all united. Now, you're not in a war, my dear, like we were in a bombing raid. But you have your own conflicts within your family. I'm here today to remind you, you've done nothing wrong. And you must stand in your truth and in your light. And if you so do, they will see the example of light that shines through you. And if you let that light shine through you, then you will bless all around you. And there will be peace in your family. It will take just a little longer until you really see the change. But the transition is coming, my dear. Know that those of us who dwell here are here to help you. And we do hope that you will call upon us. My blessings from Spirit to you, my dear. Yes, my dear. Oh, yes. Oh, dear. Yes, Fletcher. Yes, let him come through. Oh, let me see me over there, my dear. Amy Radcliffe, my dear. Can you hear me? Oh, it's so good to see you. Listen, I'm coming to tell you, don't fret over finances, my dear. Spirit is assured you will have security going forward. And in fact, you will have an increase. And I have somebody here who's eager to also say hello this evening, so we shall let him come through. Hold on just a moment, my dear. Amy, can you hear me? Hold on, my voice is kind of weak. I'm trying to raise the volume. Amy, I didn't forget you. I hope you've been feeling me around you. Honey, I just want to tell you that right now, I know it's a bit of a struggle for you. I can feel you missing me. I've been working on myself here. And I think I'm getting a little better at coming through. I'm trying to talk to you in the evening time when it's quiet. And when you're alone, I come and stand beside you. Can you feel me? I can't believe I can even talk like this. This is still amazing to me. They told me to stand close to the medium and just talk. And it's like a cord that goes from me to him, so his voice brings over my words. I'm trying to get my voice to you in the quiet hours of the night. When I'm not talking to you, I'm driving around in my car. You know how I love my car. I'm still driving it. I'm still waxing it and washing it. You know, over here, they let us have the things that bring us happiness. I love my car. But the truth is, you mean more to me than the car. I wish I had the sense to realize that at the time. I don't think I can ever say I'm sorry enough for the times that I pushed you away and shut you off. But I'm not doing that now. I'm with you. And let me be part of your world. Let me help you more. I'm trying to be there. In case you don't know, it's Thomas. I'm trying to talk, but having some power. The powers. Oh, give us just a moment here. We've got to adjust the frequency. Oh, my dear, this is Rose. Dear Amy, I'm so sorry. Thomas is still learning how to do this, and it takes a lot of energy for him. But he's doing well, my dear. He's fine over here with us. Do not fret. We're so thankful we're able to bring him through tonight. Sometimes it's easier for us than others. But do know he sends his greetings from our world to your world. And you're not alone, my dear. Yes, Fletcher's asked me to also speak to him. Yes. David, are you here? I believe you're called David, John. Hello, David. Do you mind if I call you that? David John's a nice name, but I like your proper name. I want to come and tell you that we know of the struggles you have been through over the last 2 years. It all has a purpose, my dear. Sometimes you'll feel as if you're wandering in circles, as if you're waiting for your life to really begin. But my dear, your life actually began the day you said yes to the spirit world. I'm coming here to give you some encouragement, my dear. Your connection to those people who dwell in the farther regions of space. What do you call them? The medium says they called them star people. I think that's what he calls them. The star people. You have a deep soul connection with them. And they do want to work with you. They do want to help you, my dear. But you must make time. Slow down. You rush and rush, my dear. Let them help you and come to you. They will give you the light of their world, and it will illumine this world. For your path is before you. You are a vessel of the light as well. And if you let them work through you, you will do much for the world. So know that you will receive more and more light as you open. Slow down and receive. This is all you must do. And then you will have greater joy. Your path, my dear, is not in the secular world. Our world begs you and pleads with you to give your entire life over to the service of spirit. You shall be a channel, a medium, a voice for those who come from the other worlds. We invite you, my dear, please do not abandon this calling. It is vital to the earth. The earth in the coming years, from what I have been told by those in the know over here, is that the truths of the cosmos, the revelations of God's infinite intelligence will come over. But you must be present and in a state to receive it. And if you do, great works you shall do, my dear. We're so very pleased with you that you've come this far. Do not back down nor give up. And if you get overwhelmed, just say, Rose, I don't know if I can do this today. And I assure you, I will come and stabilize your vibration along with Fletcher, Mr. Casey, and all who work with you. Commander Ashtar, all of them. And you will go forward, and your channeling process will expand. You will have no troubles, no difficulty in the work. Don't abandon us, my dear. You're so close to the great light that you seek. My blessings to you, my dear. Oh, this is Fletcher. The medium's power has grown a bit weak. And so we're going to close down the channel here in just a moment. But I think we've got another message. Hold on just a moment. Rose isn't done yet. She has a little more. So we'll let her in. Oh, my dears, thank you so much. I do like to try to take advantage of this opportunity to speak with all of you. I also must make a brief visit here with my dear friend Melody. Melody, can you hear me, my dear? I wish to tell you that Doris and I are both working with you. She wants to speak a word, so I shall let her come through if the power is sufficient. Hold on, my dear. Fletcher, can we bring her through? Is the power sufficient? All right, briefly. One moment, my dear. Doris, take over. Ah, there we go. Hi, Melanie. This is Doris here. I was so proud of you, my dear. You've been doing everything right. Listen, don't give up now. Sometimes you get a little scared and you think, oh, I don't know if I can take on all of that. How am I going to be a spirit worker? How am I going to be a healer? How am I going to be a teacher? You know, my dear, I understand your anxieties. I have a little bit like that myself sometimes. You know, when you're a guide, you have to tend to a lot of people. And I got a lot of people that I tend to. And sometimes even I say, oh, I don't know. Oh, there's a little much. I said, oh, crikey, can I do it? But then I remember that we've just got to let the light work through us. So you're going to accomplish all your goals, my dear. Don't give up on them. And I just want to come here to let you know that I'm helping you. We're so proud, my dear, that you've been taking on that healing, that internal healing. I've been trying to help you with that, and you're doing quite well. Don't forget who you are, and don't let anybody tell you that you're not good enough. Over here, Spirit says you're good enough. And if you're good enough for Spirit, you're good enough for anybody. When the power's fading, I've got to let Rose say a word. But I send you my greetings, my dear. This is Fletcher. Hold on just a moment. The power's fading, so we're going to try to let Rose come in with one final word. There we go, my dears. Can you hear me? Oh, it's so wonderful to be here. Listen, I want to say to all of you Thank you so much for making the time to receive us tonight. It takes a lot of energy for us to come over from the spirit world into your world. It's a lot of adjustment to the frequencies on our part and on the medium's part. We're very thankful for our medium here. He gives himself in service to our world more than he knows. Let him know that his message, for he cannot hear us, let him know that his message tonight is we are very thankful for his service. And we hope that all of you tonight will be open to our presence. Let us help you. Your life does not have to be as difficult as it has been. Remember that each of you here tonight, as Alfred has told you and I have told you, have been called by us tonight. So if you wonder if it's possible to have a connection with our world, by hearing this voice tonight, by hearing us speak to you, you know that you have heard the call or you would not be here now. Medium's power is starting to fade, and I do feel it going, myself going also. So I wish again to say thank you to all of you. Your presence here tonight has helped so many of us to have joy even in the spirit world. And I do thank you. And I know that you will open it up for me. Whew. Whew. All right, I think I'm back. Hold on, guys. I'm a little dizzy. Ah. Oh. I heard Rose there at the end. I was starting to come out trance. I know she was here. I hope other people came through tonight. Wow. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Baron. Spirit Coalescence. Thanks, my Baron. You were fab. The spirit people were fab. They're the ones who I love. Thank you, though. Amy Radcliffe says, it was so great to hear from Thomas today. Thank you. Did he come through? See, I got to go back and watch this because I never know what comes through. So I'm glad to hear he came through. That's really cool. Yay. Estrella Terry says, thank you, Bob. God bless you. Thanks for being here, Estrella. Hi, Laura. Good to see you. Glittery Rainbow says, it was amazing. Thank you. Amy says, thank you, Baron and Bears, for all you do. Yes, big shout out to Baroness for keeping the safe space for us. And Baroness has said, yeah, 2 trolls, but good. Well, we'll talk about that later. Let's not give them any notice tonight. But thank you, Baroness, for keeping the space safe for us. Yes. There's Davy Jan says, thank you so much. Well, you're welcome, Davy Jan. Thank you for joining our seance tonight. Kimmy says, amazing messages. Thank you, Kimmy. God bless you. I loved it, said Lady Bree. Isn't that wonderful? Thank you. Jaden P says, hi, Bob. What crystals do you like using? A lot of time, in fact, I should have put it on tonight. I wear Lemurian crystals a lot. That's like my favorite crystal. That helps open my channeling ability. Mia Rose says, any reading I can pay for. Hi, Mia. You need to go over to my website. If you go to PsychicBob.com, I have number of offerings over there. Private readings for an hour. I also do compact voice readings, just as a pre-recorded reading via audio file. And I also have, you can register for our Saturday psychic development class. So Mia, I'd love to read for you. So visit PsychicBob.com. Baroness Kolobov's just put it in the chat there, PsychicBob.com. That's where you can find stuff. If you have any trouble, just email me, but I can help you with that. Okay. God bless you. Thank you so much. Well, listen, guys, just to remind you, thank you, me, for reminding me, I am available for private sessions. I do have a little bit of a waiting list, so it may take me a little while to get you in, but we'll get you in somewhere. Also, this Saturday, we're having psychic development class. We're going to focus on how to do spirit messages. So if you've been wanting to work on mediumship and understand how mediums do messages, you might want to come to our Saturday class. You don't have to have any prior experience. Just come. I'll send out my notice to people on my mailing list. I got to do that tonight. But love to have you all join us on Saturday. It's $30 for the class. It's 2 hours. Hold on, I'm going to bring up some light here. I think it's safe. Fletcher? It's okay. Fletcher said I can bring up light now. It's $30 for Saturday's class, but it's 2 hours live training. It's 12 p.m. Eastern time till 2 p.m. And I would love to have all of you there. Now, I'm limiting the class size to 30 people because that way everybody gets time with me. So if you want to be in on Saturday's class, go to my website to PsychicBob.com and you can register over there. It's $30. The only requirement I have for the class is if you're in the class, you do have to participate. You have to be present. I don't let people just sit in silence and take notes. You have to be active because everybody works in that class. So, love to have you. And that would be great, Tara Harris's personal readings are so cool to hear. Yeah. I'm not doing private trance sessions like tonight, but I am doing live readings where I answer your questions. And I call it conscious. There's 2 types of channeling. There's conscious channeling and trance. Tonight was trance channeling. But I also, in my private readings, I do conscious channeling. And you can read about that at my site. But in your private hour readings, what we do is I'm going to look at your aura. I'm going to look at your soul journey. We're going to look at your past, your present, your future. I'll identify your spirit guides. I'll bring messages over from them. Deceased loved ones come through. I bring messages from them. So there's a lot that goes on, and it's a full hour. Imagine if you could have Psychic Bob all to yourself for a full hour, how much information you could get. Well, those of you who've sat with me know that I cover a lot of stuff, and I would love to have a private session with you and also have you join the class as well, Kimmy says, Mia, he is doing live readings tomorrow night, Saturday at 12 noon on Tuesday. Yeah. If I do live sessions here. Now, my YouTube sessions, you can ask one question, so it's not as thorough as a private reading. But tomorrow night, Friday night at 7 p.m., I'm going to do live session where I'll take questions from the audience. So, you might, if you want to learn a little bit about my reading style, you could come to that as well and then see how I work. My private readings, though, are a lot more in depth than what you'll get here on YouTube, but you can still get a little psychic help. I try to do as much free stuff as I can. And just so people think I'm greedy. People say, Psychic Bob's greedy. I haven't raised my rates in 10 years. And those of you who know me know I do as much free stuff as I can. But, I'd love to read for you privately if you want to invest an hour. I always say a private reading's an investment in your soul. So I'd love to have you guys come over. Volcanic Guy says, yeah, Bob makes you work in his classes. That's right. Nobody just sits and takes these. Our classes you really want to psychically develop. You've got to do work. And I do make people work, but it's fun. And we have a really supportive group. We have a lot of regulars, so you'll get to know everybody there. And don't worry if you've never done anything. You're going to be fine. I have people come in the first day of class, never having been able to get any psychic information. They usually leave the hour or the class, where they're like, damn, I actually got a message through. So thank you, Estrella-Terra. Estrella-Terra says, you are not greedy. God bless you. There are people going around saying I'm greedy, evil. I charge because this is my full-time work. I don't have a day job. I live by psychic work, Thank you, Baron Skullbus. She says, anyone waiting for readings or convex, there is a waiting list, so be patient. Yeah, it may take me, right now, like 2 weeks till you can get on the schedule. Don't wait to schedule, because if you wait 2 weeks, then you'll wait another 2 weeks, because I usually book up like 2 to 3 weeks ahead. So if you want to get in, you need to call me now so you can get in within a reasonable time, Thank you, Melinda. Melinda says, Wow, this session was awesome. Thank you. Much love and blessings to you always. Namaste. Thank you, Melinda. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed that. Oh, God bless you. David Jan says, can't get better than him. Oh, thank you, Kim. Kimmy says, Bob is the real deal. Thank you, Kimmy. Donations during lives are guaranteed a reading. Yeah, if you donate tomorrow, just so the new people know, like I always say it in the show, and I'll say it tomorrow before the show, $4.99 and above gets Psychic Bob's attention. So if you need a question right away, don't want to wait for a private reading or whatever, $4.99, $4.99 or above. We have a lot of people donate $10 or $20 or more. We'll get you a question on our live shows, okay? So thank you so much. Glittery Rainbow says, Psychic Bob is generous in giving in his readings. He does give a lot in there. It's true. I do. I try to really give a lot in the information, the readings. Thank you, Volcanic Ice. Volcanic Ice says, Bob's compacts are a great bargain. So much info from there. Yeah, the compact voice reading, for those of you who don't know what that is, compact voice reading, you're allowed to ask up to 3 questions, 1 to 3 questions. Some people just have 1 question, but it's up to 3 questions. And I do an in-depth reading. I take your questions from your email, and then I do a pre-recorded audio file, and I send that to you. It's not the same as a full private reading, but it will give you a lot of information. I can get those to people in a shorter time. I do this because those are less intense, and I can get more of those done more quickly than I can private readings. Because my private readings, you might have to wait 2 weeks. Usually my compact voice readings, I can get you within, a few days. So that's the difference. Now, again, the compact voice reading is not a full hour. It's shorter, but you still get a lot in it. Okay. Yes, we should all give support to Baroness Kolobos because she does a wonderful job. When I'm in trance like tonight, I need somebody to be guard to keep chat because I'm not present. I'm like asleep. So her being here helps keep everything running. And I'm really very thankful for her and her support. Thank you, Baroness. You rock. Yay. Well, listen, guys, Psychic Bob is really tired. I've got another full day tomorrow. But I want to say thank you for being here. You guys rock. And I want to say thank you for the support. You guys are wonderful. So be here tomorrow night, 7 p.m. We're going to do live psychic reading, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's 7 Eastern, 6 Central Time, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, 4 p.m. Pacific. For those of you in Europe, it's midnight London time, 1 a.m. Paris or Continental Time. So I hope you'll join us tomorrow, 7 p.m. live, Friday night, live psychic readings. And I hope you'll be there. Amy Radcliffe says, I don't like to ask questions. I'll take what I get. It's what I'm supposed to get. Yes, some people donate in the show. They just say, here's $5, whatever you have. Some people have specific questions. Either way is fine. Spirit leads it all. So whichever way. Volcanic Guy says, Baroness is the gatekeeper. Yes, she is. She's our gatekeeper. We don't let no trolls and we don't let nobody create havoc here. Listen, guys, thank you for being here. I love you all. Listen, I'm going to go rest now. I will see you tomorrow night. And make sure to visit my website and make sure to register. Get in because the class is going to fill up. If you want to get in, register tonight for Saturday's class. It's only $30. Now, let me tell you, you are not going to get the type of training that I deliver anywhere else on the internet for that price. Some of you who may not know me, if you research me, you'll find I've been on all the major television networks and radio networks. I'm very established. I have over 30 years experience. Even though I look young, I'm a lot older than I look. So you're getting a seasoned teacher who has a lot of years of mediumship experience. And I would love to have you in the class. For $30, you're going to be the one that comes out ahead. Everybody leaves every week and says, darn, that class was better than the last. Every class gets better. So come join us on Saturday. Have some fun with us and learn how to do message work with spirit. Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. And may all of you always Blessed be.